People have gotten awful ruthless out here, and we have to be on our toes in more ways than one. If you are new to the channel, I'm Pam. We're going to get right down to it. The first one involves packages again. I did a recent video, which I will put down in the description, about packages and QR codes if you haven't seen that one. But this one is in regards to text messages and emails. I have been bombarded with them lately, both text messages and emails. There are several different kinds. One will say that you have a package and that the information on the package is incorrect, and they need you to respond to the email or the text in order to correct the address. Sometimes they say it's the zip code, or they can't find the street, or something of that nature. Please don't click on those links or reply to that text, especially if you are not expecting a package. Okay, that is a scam, and they are waiting to get your information when you respond to it. Now, I know a lot of people have heard of this, especially younger people, but for those of you all who are seasoned in years, it's time we learn more about this technology, especially with AI. Okay, let's stop saying, I'm too old, I can't do that, I didn't grow up in that age, I'm as old as all the rest of you all. And if I can learn it, you can too. So let's first of all get our mindset right and say that we can do it, okay? And the other text message and email typically says something about your package has been delayed, it has held up for an exception. You can contact us to find out when your package will be delivered or something like that. Again, especially if you are not expecting a package, don't respond to those emails and those texts. If you are expecting a package, or if you get random packages, sometimes like I do, and you don't know if it's really a package or not, then you contact the carrier, because typically in the email or the text, it will say the UPS carrier or the USPS carrier or the FedEx carrier. It will say call the carrier and tell them what you received, and they should be able to look up an address or something. Sometimes they'll say, well, we can't do anything without tracking number. Well, neither can you. Okay. My position is, if someone sends me something and I don't know it's coming, and I get one of those text messages and things like that, it'll go back to the sender. Okay, if it's really there, it'll go back to the sender, because I'm not responding to any of those texts and any of those emails, and I advise you not to respond to. Now, this next one has to do with when we're out shopping or going to vote or going to do any errands. Okay, when you arrive at your destination, no matter where that destination is, it could be the grocery store right around the corner from your house that you frequent often. Always try to find a parking space that you can pull directly into. If you arrive at the place and you cannot find a parking space that you can pull directly into, back into the space when you arrive, okay? Carefully back into the space, or park a little further away where you can pull through a space. Things happen rapidly, okay? Especially bad things, so to speak. Things jump off, okay, quickly. From natural disasters to robberies to you name it. Trouble jumps off quick. And what the situation is, and the calmness and the pleasantry that may be there when you arrive may not be there when you need to leave. And for whatever reason, you may need to leave in a hurry. It could also be something as simple as you had a text message or something from a family member that needs your assistance, and they need your assistance quick. It is much easier for you to get out of place just driving off than it is if you have to look, pay attention, and back out of a space. All right, so you want to make sure you're in the position to leave as quick as possible, always. And besides that, the number one way to get into an accident is by backing up, okay? And if you have to do it in a hurry, then you might fall into the second one where you rear end someone. So if you pull in when you get there, then you're fine. And yes, I just said the number one way was to back up. But if you're backing up when you arrive, then you get to take your time. You can do it slowly. You're not in a hurry. So you don't have to worry about backing up really fast and hitting a car behind you or the next parking space over. This next one has to do with your cellular device. Many of us, me not included, use Face ID or thumbprint in order to unlock our phones. Yeah, it's convenient. Yeah, it's easy. Yeah, you don't have to worry about remembering anything. But should you find yourself in a situation that you really don't want to be in, and you have your phone set up for Face ID, all you got to do is this, whether you wait or not, all right? And they have your information. If you run up on a stranger, or a stranger, I should say, runs up on you and gets ready to do something to you, Trust me, if they ready to do something to you, they want the information on your phone. Even if it just goes to your email, where they could email someone to get to your text messages. Text message a family member and alert that family member that, oh, I need you to meet me here because this, and this, and that family member might think it's you. All right? So the same thing with the thumbprint. All right? Whether you wake or not, your thumb is your thumb, your print is your print. And I don't even know how that works because I don't have it. I don't use Face ID and I don't use thumbprint. I use passcode. And that's another thing about using that passcode. It's embedded in your brain. Okay? I have multiple passcodes for multiple things, and every last single one is up here. I write them down and put it in a secure place, but it's up here, all right? That also helps me continue to think and to continue to use my brain. You don't use it, you lose it. Same thing goes, okay? So let's not use our Face ID. Get an easy passcode that only you know, and maybe another member of your family might know in case they do need to get into your phone for whatever reason. And use that so that we can stay safe if something were to happen, or if we lose our phone or someone takes our phone. Make sure you use a passcode. This next one involves while you're doing anything. You could be standing in line in the elections, okay? You could be in the shopping center, in the mall, in the grocery store, at the Dollar Tree, anywhere, okay? If you get a notification all of a sudden on your phone that looks like this, the first thing you want to do is not respond. The first thing you want to do, if you ever see that notification, now you go back and you pay attention to that notification, screenshot it if you need to, okay? Find a highly populated area, go to that area, and then go back to that notification and hit continue, okay? When you hit continue on that random notification, it's going to tell you where an AirTag has been planted, because that notification is telling you an AirTag is moving with you. For those of you all who don't know what an AirTag is, this is an AirTag. You see how small this is? Anybody can walk past you and drop an AirTag in a bag. Anybody can put an AirTag on you at any given time. Some random person can hug you and put an AirTag on you. They can shake your hand and put an AirTag on you. It's small and it's lightweight. But if you have a random AirTag on you, that probably means you're being followed. So do not go home, okay? The next thing you want to do is disable the AirTag. This is the AirTag, and in order to disable it, you want to put this silver part actually facing you, okay? But I'm gonna face it this way. You want to put a thumb on one side of the Apple sign and on the other side of the Apple sign. You wanna press down and turn it clockwise until it stops. Once it stops, as you can see, it just popped up. You'll hear that noise. You heard that noise? It's telling you that your AirTag is open. Remove the battery. This is the battery. Remove the battery. To put it back together again, you just line up these little things with these little holes in here, and you turn it clockwise this time. Once you disable this AirTag, they can't follow you anymore, okay? If you get that notification and you're driving, that means somebody can put an AirTag in your car, okay? Girlfriends, boyfriends, husbands, wives. Somebody can put an AirTag in your car so they know where you're going, all right? So pay attention to the notifications that you may receive, all right? AirTags are wonderful if you're traveling, for your luggage, if you're moving yourself and you have some important documents or anything like that, and you want to make sure you know where they are at all times, even if you have a courier or something, Apple AirTags can be amazing. But put into the wrong hands, they can be detrimental to our lives, all right? AirTags. Now, the next one. Do not put your home address, back to the iPhone and Android, anything. Do not put your home address into your GPS, okay? Because GPS has memory. You know where you live, okay? Don't act like you don't. You know where you live, all right? So put the nearest grocery store by your house. Put the nearest pharmacy, Walgreens, CVS, anything. close enough to your house that if you're traveling or you're going somewhere and you're not familiar with the area, you need GPS to help you get back home, you're going to reach a point in time in your travels that you know, okay, I know where I'm at now. You don't need the GPS no more. That's the address you put in, whatever address is around there, okay? You need the address not to take you home. You need the address to take you close enough home that you can make it on your own, all right? So do not put your home address, because anybody gets your phone. If they get your phone, they get inside of it, they got your home address because you put it in the GPS. All right? So stop putting your phone in GPS. Okay? Gotta be aware of the packages. You gotta be aware of the Apple AirTag. All right? You gotta be aware of what you're doing with your phone and your Face ID. All right? See, it just popped up on my phone about that AirTag. If you are new to the channel, I'm Pam, and I do a little bit of everything over here. Tips, tricks, and hacks, and safety measures as well. Take a second and subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell. I'm Pam, and this is my POV.